Okay, single slits, the weirdness is that central maximum. So this one, I'm going to jump into this part first. I want to know the distance from the middle of the central maximum to the next bright spot. Central maximum, that's going to be my central max, really bright and really wide. Outside of that, it fades to dark. Then there's another bright spot that's not as bright and not as wide. Then it fades to dark, and then we come back to another bright spot that's the same spacing. If I could draw better with an Apple pencil, those outer ones should get dimmer as we move away from the central maximum. This question wants to know what's the distance from the middle of the central maximum all the way out to the middle of the next bright spot. There's a couple ways to get this. We could just jump into our condition for constructive interference. This is the weirdness of the single slit. Constructive interference now matches up with a half lambdas. Or we could just kind of think it through. If the question asked about this first dark spot on the right-hand side of the equation, that would correspond to 1 lambda. But we're going a little bit farther. We're going out here. So on the right side of the equal sign, with the lambda, I need to have a 1.5 lambda. If it was dark to dark out here, then it'd be a 1 lambda. Bright to bright would be a 1 lambda. But what's special when we include that central maximum is things are a little bit wider. So instead of that first bright spot being at 1 lambda, it's actually at 1.5 lambda. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. I don't know. Makes sense in my head. I don't know if it makes sense when I say it out loud. The lambda is 400 nanometers, so that's 4 times 10 to the negative 7. The slit is 8. Oops, that's a W. The slit is 8 micrometers wide. So W equals 8. Micro means 10 to the negative 6 meters. The screen is 3 meters away, and I want to know a Y that goes with that first bright spot. If we use the condition for constructive, then we can just plug in 1. Wy over L equals n plus a half multiplied by lambda. We can just plug in 1 and we get Wy over L equals 1.5 lambda. That's what I was trying to talk about before. The 1.5 lambda has to be on the right-hand side of the equal sign. Now we can just plug in and chug away. 8 times 10 to the negative 6 is the W. We don't know the Y. Divided by the L was given as 3 equals 1.5 times 4 to the negative 7. A little algebra on that. Y equals 0.225 meters. The point of this one was to practice the fact that it was bright to bright. Because that central maximum is so wide, it wasn't just one